So Mr. Biscuit and I are going to show you how to do the teeth for the skeleton wreath. Sadie has opted to take a nap, apparently. So, here we go. Okay, so you can see I've already started my teeth here on my upper skull. Basically, what you're going to do, when you transfer your pattern over, transfer just small little notches here in the bottom so you can see where your teeth are supposed to go. You can make up more teeth if you want them closer together. This is just the distance I space them apart from the template. So here's what we're going to go with. And bear with me because I'm trying to do this, filming this all by myself here, and watching two dogs that are harassing each other and amongst other things. So I just use regular like black embroidery floss. This is number 310. And just like any other hand embroidery stuff, split it in half so you have 3 strands to work with. And I don't know if you can see, but I made a decent, oh, that's not on focus. I made a decently large knot too, because when you're working with felt and embroidery, the gaps in between, well, this isn't really fabric, but the gaps in between, it's a really loose knit or weave or whatever this is, however they make this eco-friendly felt. So basically, you come from the back, where your tooth is going to be, the top of your tooth, okay, if I can find the top of my tooth, which would be right about there. Then you're going to come through, pull your string, your floss all the way through, and line it up along that line there, that bottom line. Make sure you don't have any knots in the back. And then come through again in the same spot you went through the first time. If I can get this correct here. This is very challenging to do when you are trying to film and sew at the same time. So pull it through the same hole that you pulled through the first time. And there, if you line it up along your little notch there, you have your first stitch. But you can notice that my other ones are a little bit more prominent. That's because I doubled it over. So just basically do the same thing and double it over again, and you'll have your full tooth. So we'll do that. On the second time, though, when you go to the back, instead of going all the way through to the front into the same hole again, come across so that you're lining up closer for the next tooth. You don't have to worry about coming through like right here so you're set up, but get a little bit closer and make sure when you're going through on the back that you only go through the first layer of your felt. You don't go through both layers because you obviously don't want that to show on the front. So we'll pull that through. There you go. So there's your tooth. Now just keep going all the way across. You can see my little stitches here where I skipped over to the next spot to get queued up for the next tooth. And then when you get to the end, just tie a knot in it. And if I can find the bottom jaw, which I already did, here's what it'll look like. Then you'll have a little skeleton face. It looks really cool too because if you pull it a little bit tighter, you get this like kind of puffiness, which makes it look even more like a jawline. So there you go.